My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Marvel Legends Infinite series, Ant-Man. This is, of course, Ant-Man from, well, not really the Ant-Man series. He is a Walgreens exclusive. So, if you want to get this particular Ant-Man, you're going to have to go to your local Walgreens, see if they have him. Or you could always try picking him up online. On the side we have an army of ants, and those ants are really well done if you ask me. On the side, same picture of the ants, except mirrored. On the back you can see that he is the only figure in this series. I believe Agent Venom had, like, the Green Goblin, if I remember correctly. And then he does have a little bit of a read-up. It says Ant-Man, with his amazing technology, Eric O'Grady shrinks to become the half-inch superhero, Ant-Man. Now, I don't know what to expect from this figure. I know there's a lot of hype surrounding this figure, especially with the Ant-Man movie that just came out. So, we're going to have a look at Ant-Man, see what he's all about. But in the meantime, I'm going to take a little break, get this guy opened up and out of the packaging, and then we'll finish up his review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Ant-Man posed and out of the packaging. Now let's get a good 360 of this guy. Overall, I'm going to say he's a really nice figure. I'm not going to say he's a terrible figure, but at the same time, he's not the greatest figure ever. He has really good colors, I'm not going to lie. I do love his color scheme. Although, they still haven't found a way to make the red plastic and the red paint the same color, even though it looks like it on camera. In person, you can really tell that the paint and the plastic are two different colors. It's no fault of the figure, it's just the way Hasbro has been going about it. But like I said, he's a nice figure. I'm not going to say he's the greatest Marvel Legends figure we've ever gotten, but at the same time, he's not the worst. I don't really have any other Ant-Man figures to compare him with, because I didn't collect the Toy Biz Marvel Legends, and yeah, unfortunately I never got into collecting when I was younger. Kind of wish I was, but at the same time I wouldn't have had money for it anyway. But here's Ant-Man, really nice colors on him, I'm going to say that. Let's go on to some of his detail. Let's actually go and have a look at his head really fast. I actually stopped the camera right where I needed it to without going too far in for once. Actually, let's zoom the camera out a little so I can move him closer. That's a really nice head sculpt. I'll give credit where credit is due. This is a really good head sculpt. But I still think he suffers from the Captain America. You know, a lot of the Marvel Legends figures have like this Captain America face, and what I mean by that is, let's actually bring in Captain America here, where they have this almost neutral expression that it kind of looks like the same person under the mask if you were to look at it. So I don't know, maybe they could take a little more time putting some more detail in the face. I don't know what it is, it just has that Captain America feel to it. And I'm not the only one that notices that. I just wish, like, something could be done about this. Another thing I'm not a fan of is how high his head sits from his neck. Let's actually get him posed straight. His head is like really high up on his neck, and he's using the Spider-Man base, so I don't know what the problem is with this head. It's just like sits too high on the neck, on the ball joint, and let's actually show what I'm talking about. Like, maybe if that was a little deeper, it wouldn't have the problems that it has. But that's my opinion on this. But like I said, giving credit where credit is due, his helmet is done really nice. Paintwork is, I guess, acceptable. There is like a red splotch of paint there, and then the black kind of bleeds through on his elbows and knees, but like I said, that's to be expected, so I'm not gonna like rag on the figure, because that's Hasbro's fault, not the figure. Although Hasbro could do us a solid and start giving us better figures, but who knows if that's going to end up happening. On mine, I'm not sure. Let's go into his articulation. He has no accessories, as you can see. But on mine, his head joint seems a little loose, bobbing left and right. Neck joint seems tighter than Spider-Man, so that's good. He has full range of movement in his head, so no problems there. He has that hinge that you expect. Arms go out. Do a full 360. He has better butterfly joints than Spider-Man, and I like that. I don't know why they gave him butterfly joints, but I like it, and it doesn't feel as flimsy as Spider-Man's. With Spider-Man, I feel like I'm going to break the figure just moving his arms out like that. And speaking of arms out, they go out to about that far. Once again, he has a butterfly joint. He spins at the bicep. He is double jointed in the elbow, so you can get more than 90 degrees there. He spins and bends at the wrist, so full range of movement in his arms. His ab crunch, I think mine is defective, because you can go back, you can hear one click and two clicks, but one click going up, so like maybe there's something defective on mine, because he seems really loose right here, tight right here, but once again loose going up, so maybe mine's defective. I hope it's not the case, but his waist does swivel and has that really thin waist that looks terrible when you spin it too far out. I mean, you can hide it a little with the belt, but you can't hide it all the way. He has the same pelvis as Spider-Man, so legs go out to about that far. Maybe it's a different pelvis, because I might be imagining it, but his legs seem to go further out than Spider-Man's, but they go forward, back, out. Spin at the thigh. He's double jointed in the knees. Really good. Has a hinge ankle as well as some rockers, so you can get him in a lot of great poses, which I'm actually going to pose him for my final thoughts. So what I'm going to do now is get him in a really nice pose and move on to my final thoughts. Then we'll wrap up this review, so sit tight, everyone. So here we have Ant-Man pose for my final thoughts, and at the time I'm recording this video, I have not seen Ant-Man. I am sorry, I've been meaning to get around to it, just haven't had the time. They increased my hours at work. More work hours means I get to bring you more reviews, but that means less free time for me. But overall, I do enjoy this Ant-Man figure. I don't think he's worth all the hype that is surrounding him. I think the main issue with him is that he's a Walgreens exclusive, and I didn't even mention the paint on his face. It's really well done. You can see those yellow, they look yellow, but they're really white pupils on the inside. That paint is done really, really cleanly. I forgot to mention that in my earlier review, but overall, like I said, he's a really nice figure. I just don't think he's worth all the hype that's surrounding him. I think it's just because he's a Walgreens exclusive figure that people are like willing to drop big bucks for him. That's understandable if your place doesn't have a Walgreens. However, if you have like 400 Walgreens in your area, take the time to actually drive out and go find him, because I actually went to a Walgreens that's really close to my house and found him. So, you know, maybe you just have to be persistent and go to Walgreens, like different ones and not just your local one. I lucked out, I'm not gonna lie. But if you find him, pick him up. He's gonna be a nice figure to add into your Avengers display. He's a really gorgeous piece, and I just love the colors. I think what sold me on this guy is the red and black. Those are my two favorite colors, even though black isn't a color, it's a neutral. But going on, if you can find him, pick him up. You won't be disappointed with him. Try avoiding online offers for him unless it's in the realm of, like, okay, I can do that. Don't drop like $40, $50, $60 on him, because he's not worth it in the end. $20, yes, $30, it's pushing it, but still fair. That's me. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoy this video and all the content I've been bringing you. And I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.